Did you say herpes-gonorrhea-syphilis?
Syphilis. That's something. It's herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. That's for the people who don't take care of themselves.
They get them all at once?
All at once. I don't know how it happens.
Half of the people watching this video will contract a sexually transmitted infection by the age of 25. Or perhaps you're over 25 and, like me, living proof that this stat from the CDC holds weight. This is precisely why I am so passionate about continuing my relationship with American Sexual Health Association, who is my partner on this video. Last time I partnered with ASHA, they wanted you to understand that yes means test. When someone says yes to sex, they should also be saying yes to getting tested. This time around, ASHA wants you to say health yes by empowering you with knowledge about your sexual health. And to give you that power, if you have always had a question about sexual health that you have been embarrassed or afraid to ask, join me and Dr. Ina Park for a free live AMA, which stands for Ask Me Anything, hosted on Reddit. Now this is going to take place on September the 18th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, so make sure to put that in your calendars. On September the 18th, come to my Instagram for the official link to join. I went out into the streets of LA and I did a sexual health pop quiz. Now I want you to watch this video and also play along and let me know in the comment section below how many answers you got right.
All right, name as many STDs as you can in 15 seconds. Go.
All right, herpes-gonorrhea-syphilis. That's herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, AIDS,
HIV, I guess that's the same.
Gonorrhea, herpes,
Chlamydia.
Did I say gonorrhea already?
You did.
HBV. No, what the is that?
I'm glad you said it. Okay, good.
I think that's all I got. I know there's a lot more.
Oh, wow. I'm really blanking. This is not going well.
gonorrhea. I think I already said that. This is not good.
Sorry.
It's all going wrong.
15, is 15 seconds up because I can't think of any more.
Did you say herpes-gonorrhea-syphilis?
Syphilis. That's something. It's herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. That's for the people who don't take care of themselves.
They get them all at once?
All at once. I don't know how it happens.
Herpes-gonorrhea-syphilis is not an actual thing, but yes, it is possible to contract multiple STDs at once, which is why it is so crucial to be informed about as many as possible. So how many can you list off the top of your head? Here are some common ones: chlamydia, crabs, gonorrhea, hepatitis, herpes, HIV, HPV, mycoplasma genitalium, molluscum, nongococcal urethritis, scabies, syphilis, trichomoniasis, chancroid. If you want to read up on any of these, I listed them and put a link for each in the info box.
All right, what percentage of people will contract an STD by the age of 25?
Is it high?
Let's say 60.
Probably a lot. I want to say at least 70%.
Maybe like 45%.
50%.
50?
Yeah, 50%. 1 in 2 is the stat.
1 and 2. Ain't that something? Wow, that sucks.
50%? Oh my God.
1 in 2 people is the stat. True or false? Fewer than 12% of young people got tested for an STD in the past year.
True. That is very true.
I'm going to go with a hopeful false.
We love a hopeful person.
False. I'm hoping that it's more. I'm hoping that it's like at least in the 30s to 40s, but I mean, you never know these days.
I want you to take your hopes right now, throw them on the ground, and do this. Yeah, it's true.
That's sad. Oh my gosh. That's scary.
I'd have to say true, because we ain't gonna talk about it. Yes, I have not been tested. So yeah, I'll say true. True.
Are you part of that 12%?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Got to start with honesty.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought about it, but like thinking about it and doing it is different, you know? So I feel like that's a lot of people. A lot of people are like,
I want you to look into the camera and say that.
I feel like a lot of people, they think about it, but doing it is different than thinking about it. So don't just think about it, go do it, you know?
True or false? An effective way to tell if your partner has an STD is to thoroughly examine their genitals.
It's important to examine. I mean, during the time of the operation of having that sexual moment, but I'll have to say false because like you can't always see that. You know what I mean? Some things could be in the system.
False. Not all symptoms are showing.
False, because not every STD shows symptoms.
False. You can't tell by looking at it.
True.
I'd say false. I feel like most of it you can't see physically.
Yes. I would say see if there's any bumps on them or anything of that nature.
No, false.
False. Many STDs don't present any symptoms, so you can't tell by looking at someone.
I should have known by those eyes. I should have known.
It's important to examine for pleasure and fun and just general curiosity, but to your point, for health reasons, no. Nothing beats a test.
Nothing beats a test.
Nothing beats a test.
Nothing beats a damn test. Holy.
True or false? A woman is more susceptible to an STD during her menstrual cycle.
Yes, that is true.
False.
Must be true.
I'd say true.
It's actually true.
Wow, so I was definitely wrong in my optimism there. Okay.
It is true, which is why you have to make sure you're using a barrier method, especially during that time.
Ah, makes sense. Okay.
True or false? You should get tested at least once a month.
I believe so. I think you should get tested at least once, especially if you're like really sexually active and you have different partners.
True, not false, but also true. I feel like every 3 months is cool, but every month is cool too.
So false?
False-ish?
At minimum, yeah, at least.
True.
True.
Do you get tested once a month?
No, I would say every 3 months.
Every 3 months is just fine.
While you can technically never get tested too much, I also don't want you to spend your entire life at the doctor's office, so once a month may not be necessary. To give you a guideline, the CDC recommends that sexually active women under the age of 25 get tested at least once a year for chlamydia and gonorrhea. How often you get tested for other STDs depends on you. A nice rule of thumb though is yes to test for at least every new partner. Best of all, these tests can be done at a sexual health clinic or by a family physician if you have one. It is crucial to be honest about your sex life so they can recommend the best tests for you. Now, it's usually as simple as a swab or a pee in the cup. And if you want to keep your results to yourself, you can. But there is one catch.
Does your primary doctor automatically test you for STDs at your annual checkup?
No.
No. I don't think so.
No, they don't. But I think you can ask and they will, if you bring it up.
They do not.
Yes.
False. You have to ask your doctor specifically. Not all doctors will give people STD testing if they don't request it.
Oh.
Like I said, I haven't tested myself yet, but
Ever?
no. But I also I was trying to save myself for marriage, and that
How'd that go?
didn't work out.
True or false? Getting tested costs someone around $200.
False. That sounds like it's a lot to get tested. I don't think people would get tested if it's around $200. It should be around maybe the 50 to 100 or so area.
I don't know, because I feel like it could, but I feel like there's definitely resources where you could not pay that much. So false.
Not if you go to Planned Parenthood?
True.
The answer is false. Getting tested can be a lot cheaper and free in many different places.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That is amazing. I would love a free test. Okay, I am definitely still getting tested. I would pay for it, but free is the language.
True or false? There is a pill that you can take to help prevent your chances of contracting HIV.
True.
That's false. Don't they not have like a cure for that? So it's like the best way is not either have safe sex or not having it. So
True. I believe that is the PrEP pill.
It's called PrEP.
I like how you got the confidence. Yeah. It's called PrEP.
True. It's PrEP Plus. Yeah, I know I have a couple of friends that take it. I need to get on it myself.
This is thankfully true. We now have great tools to help prevent HIV like PrEP. If you are HIV negative, PrEP can reduce your risk of getting HIV by more than 90%. If you are HIV positive, effective antiretroviral therapy can reduce your risk of passing on HIV.
True or false? As of 2019, HIV became the most common STD in America.
True.
False.
I'm gonna go with true.
false.
True.
True. I want to say true. If not, I feel like it's chlamydia.
It's false. What do you think the most common is? What's the one you just learned? No, I'm going to help you out in this one. The one we just talked about.
Chlamydia. Oh, chlamydia is the most common. What? Wow, ain't that something? Okay, you learn something new every day, you guys. Whew, okay.
The actual most commonly reported STD in the US, with 15 to 24-year-olds making up almost 2/3 of all cases, is chlamydia. And because people who have chlamydia rarely show symptoms, they end up passing it on before they know they even have it. And that is why it earned the nickname.
Which STD has the nickname the silent STD?
The silent STD.
I heard that one before. That's gonorrhea. No. It is herpes.
Gonorrhea?
HPV. Hep B.
Syphilis?
Chlamydia?
Yes! It's actually chlamydia. Oh. But you were just listing all of them. Do you know why?
Because it has no signs or symptoms half the time.
And it can cause pelvic inflammatory disease, which can lead to infertility if left untreated, which is why it is so important to
Get tested!
What is worse than finding out you tested positive for an STD?
Finding out that both of you tested positive for an STD.
Not getting tested at all.
Dying.
Dying is worse.
I don't know.
Not knowing you have an STD and not getting tested. That's why you got to get tested.
You know you're right.
Yes, exactly.
True or false? Getting an STD decreases if you decide to have anal or oral instead of vaginal.
False.
False. False.
Very false.
Yes.
All kinds of false.
Yeah.
False.
What is the only way to decrease your chances of getting STD if you're going to be sexually active?
Practicing safe sex.
And how does one practice safe sex?
Use condoms and inform your partner about your sexual health history.
That's what you get for watching Shan.
Okay.
True or false? When it comes to STD prevention, 2 condoms are better than 1.
I would say so. To be on the safe side, 2 is always better than 1.
That is false. The friction.
False. False.
False is correct. 1 condom is sufficient. Actually, 2 condoms can actually cause the other one to break through friction.
I've never done the 2 condom thing. I never even thought about that.
I didn't take you for a 2 condom kind of girl.
2 heads are better than 1. 2 kinds of sexual health tools, birth control plus barrier method, is better than 1. But no, 2 condoms is not better than 1. The friction of latex on latex can increase the chances of a condom breaking. However, there is a caveat here. If you are a round 2 kind of person and after you're done using 1 condom, you take that condom off and then put a fresh condom on so you can go again, that is the only time that technically, yes, 2 condoms would be better than 1. All right, so that brings us to the end of our sexual health quiz. So how did they do?
So your results, 60%.
I mean, I'll take it.
You got 56%. That's a pass.
Out of 100?
Yes, out of 100.
That's felon, but we're gonna take it. All right, 56. Oh, that's better than 45%. Okay.
It's better than 55%. You got 65%.
Sick. That's way better than I thought I was gonna do. It's that gut thing, I'm telling you.
But I'm gonna take off 15%. I'm gonna take off 20% because you haven't gotten tested yet. But come back to me for the extra 20% when you did.
That's fair. Okay. I will. I'll take that.
Good.
Still pretty good though, huh? Yeah.
The final results are 50%.
Oh, I don't know how good that is.
I mean, it's a pass.
Okay.
Right, but
It's kind of sort of right. Okay.
yeah. But I mean, it's a call for room for improvement.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got some homework to do.
Got a little bit of homework to do. You got 68%. Now I know you're not pleased. That was the best score so far.
Fire! Okay, I mean, that's kind of sad that all of us are that, like, low on the chart of sexual health.
Oh, is that your partner? Yes! Hello! Do you guys go and get tested together?
Actually, we haven't now,
But I have gotten tested separately. We don't play.
we're a fairly new relationship.
It's really sexy to get tested together. It can be a fun bonding activity. So when Jared and I first started having sex, we did the at-home testing thing, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay, we definitely need to try that, babe.
This date night. Which stat was most alarming to you, the 1 and 2 or fewer than 12%?
Definitely both, because like, you know, it's one thing to have that inner knowing, but it's also one thing to have that proven statistics. So it's eye-opening to know, like, dang, there's like people just are just out here not having access to these things, you know, and
not claiming their access.
Yeah, and also not claiming their access and not having the resources of people that encourage them to take advantage of those resources.
I want to be the person who encourages you to take advantage of the resources that are out there for you, and furthermore, I want to empower you to be a resource for others. That's why I'm helping Dr. Ina Park and the American Sexual Health Association take on your sexual health questions live, direct, and unfiltered on Reddit September 18th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And until then, do me and yourself a favor and go down to the info box and click that yesmeanstest.org link to find the nearest sexual health clinic to you and to schedule an appointment once you're out and about and getting some again. Next, I want you to copy that yesmeanstest.org link and then share it in a text message or in a group chat to those that you love to empower them to say health yes to.